What up, fam? It's your boy, SlenderBoy 2024, streaming to you live. Yeah, this is going to be a quick one. I just want to kind of spitball with you guys, share some ideas. Responding to a recent development, a first in the world of movies, in the world of Hollywood, Markiplier, the YouTuber, made a horror movie recently, Iron Lung. Just came out last weekend. Did amazingly well for an independent movie. This is a movie not backed by any major studio. This is just Markiplier, his fans coming out, positive word of mouth. He did an amazing job. I mean, he got this film into theaters, into not just like, indie theaters. No, like he got this into like Regal is carrying it. Regal has a popcorn bucket for his movie, for crying out loud. AMC Theaters is carrying his movie. It had a $3 million budget, and he made already $21 million opening weekend. He made 7 times his budget back, which is fucking crazy. This is an historic first for a movie of this kind. This never happens. This never happens when you avoid the traditional Hollywood circuit, the Hollywood route. I couldn't be happier for Markiplier. He is one of my favorite YouTubers, and I'm so happy that his horror movie took off. And I've decided, oh, okay, well, let's say I were to do a similar thing. What would the SlenderBoy 2024 movie look like? I wanted to kind of spitball, share some ideas with you guys. Hold on, someone's saying something in the chat. Wait, what? So people are saying that in a recent video, Slenderman 2024 said I fell off. What? What did he say? What? I fell off. What? I'll show you who fucking fell off. Where is he? Where is he? Oh my god, I'm gonna give that guy a piece of my mind. I look how I'm walking as if I know where he lives. I don't know where he lives. I just walk into the street. I'm walking to this dumpster. Said I fucking fell off. I didn't fall off. Yeah, I'd say he fell off, but he never fell on, okay? You need to fall on before you can fall off. He's been doing those stupid wrist mafia shit since day one, okay? You have to have good days before you can have bad days. Oh my god. I just lost it there for a second. Said I fell off. Oh, I didn't fall off. Oh my. I need to calm down. What was I talking about? Right, the SlenderBoy movie. Yeah, no. I'll start saving now. I'd have to go through some sort of, either. I mean, a Markiplier. People forget he's fucking rich. I think his estimated net worth, he was at 45 million or something. Purely off of like his ad revenue. I think he has like a clothing line that's bringing in some income. Like I don't have any of that shit, man. I'm just doing this pro bono. I'm just doing this for free. So I would definitely need to start like an Indiegogo or a Kickstarter or something of that ilk, and then I'd be depending on the fans for like the positive word of mouth. But yeah, no. Once I get the budget going, once I get some money rolling in for the production. Yeah, I guess like within the next 10 years you might see it. I mean, movies take a freaking long ass time. I mean, Markiplier's been talking about this movie for I feel like 4 to 5 years, but like that's normal. Like it takes that long for this, from the inception of the idea to actually making the damn movie to actually getting it distributed into theaters. And I mean, a lot of the time, you'll make a movie and it just sits on the shelf for like 5 years or something. You know what I mean? Movies fall into like development hell all the time. But yeah, no, and I mean, I actually, not to toot my own horn, but I have a friend who has a film degree, so he'd be able to, and he makes like not videos like I make where I just shoot and don't edit because I don't know how. But no, I have a friend who has a film degree. He actually edits YouTube videos. Like he does some pretty amazing stuff on the platform. So I think he'd be able to help me out with that. Yeah, no, I have some people in my inner circle that are pretty talented, some writers, some artists, some creative types, some actors. So, like, I think I'd be able to make something happen if I could just scrounge together, like, a decent-sized budget for a movie. I don't know. I don't know how much movies cost to make. I mean, Markiplier's movie cost $3 million to make, and it was a movie where he was mostly just in one room. So I would need to do something kind of similar. I'm gonna say 1.5 million. I'm gonna like kind of be modest and say I would need about 1.5 million to make this happen. What would the movie be? Well, it would be like every other YouTuber movie, like the AVGN movie, where like this is like kind of the crescendo. This is the capstone. Like, oh, he's been like with AVGN, he was building to that Atari review this whole time. So like this is like kind of the end point. So like where would I wrap up all of my adventures and everything? Well, so I would definitely need to confront. I think I would confront Slenderlord 2024. We'd have a big climactic action scene where I'd fight him, and then we'd probably have OG Slenderman. He'd show up, and I'd have to fight him too. And maybe he'd send out more proxies after me, so I'd have to fight them too, like kind of like the Power Rangers fighting the putties. I'd fight a bunch of proxies in a big action scene, and I'd give him a good judo chop, like I would have a high quality staff, the Gold Ranger staff, like he had in Zeo. I would have a 1-to-1 perfectly recreated staff, and I would transform into the Gold Ranger, and I'd have a lot of cool action scenes and pyrotechnics and all that shit, and they'd be blasting the rock music as I beat up all the putties or all the proxies. That would be pretty cool. Depending on the budget. Maybe I'd be able to jump into my Zord. Maybe I'd be able to jump into Pyramidas or whatever. That'd be cool. We could have like a scene. Maybe use some like models and shit. We'll figure it out. But yeah, that'd be cool to kind of wrap all that storyline up. Obviously, I'd be playing myself. Or I could hire Markiplier could play me. Maybe we have like a similar deep, handsome voice. No, I would play myself. I mean, the biggest challenge, right? The biggest challenge is, how do I put this? I can't appear on camera. I wouldn't be able to show my face on camera. Every time I try to, the OG Slenderman, he kind of interferes and, messes with the technology and everything. Like, everything is kind of, fucked up. I can only assume the same thing would happen if I tried to show my face in a film. So what do you do? What do you do? How do I make a movie? I was thinking about this a lot, actually. There was a movie not too long ago. Guys, do you remember this movie? It was like a first-person action movie. Hardcore Henry, that's what it was called. And actually, I thought it was fire. I liked it a lot. But the whole gimmick was like, it's an action movie, but it's from the camera's from his point of view, his eyesight. So like you're just seeing his fists fly and his feet fly. And that's how I would want it to be for all of my scenes as well, where you see it from my perspective. I mean, maybe when I transform into the Gold Ranger, I'll be wearing the helmet, so then that would probably be okay. You could pan the camera back because I wouldn't be showing my face. So that's an idea. I think that could work. Yeah, I would try and convince Slenderlord to appear in the film as well as OG Slenderman. People are asking about Slenderman 2024. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could fit a cameo in for him. I'm thinking about like having an intermission like Titanic, because this movie's going to be long. I mean, Markiplier's movie was over 2 hours long. I'm going to push like 2.5 hours. Like that's kind of like the standard now in movies. I'm going to have like a really long, it's going to be an epic saga. It's going to be like the capstone of everything. So yeah, it's going to be like 2.5 hours. So we'll have a nice little intermission where you can like go to the bathroom and chat amongst yourselves or whatever. And yeah, we'll have something playing during like the 2-minute intermission. So yeah, we could put up like one of Slenderman 2024's like watch unboxing videos or some shit, and then I mean that'll get people to like vacate the theater and use the bathroom or take a shit or whatever they have to do, and then once that's over they can come back and resume the film. Yeah, I mean we'll keep the cast small, we'll keep the location small, just a couple of rooms, just a couple of people in the movie to keep the cost down. Like I said, 1.5 million respectively, conservatively, yeah, like 1.5 million should do it. Who would play my wife? I mean, well, and then Gigi will be, I mean, she'll be puppeteered by the Jim Henson Company, of course. I'll have Jim Henson's son take over the animatronics department. He'll have Gigi. He'll have a bunch of other guinea pigs. There'll be a big scene with like guinea pigs, like kind of running amok, and then like I'll have to like corral them or something. It'll be like Kirk and the Tribbles or whatever in Star Trek. You know what I'm talking about? We'll have like a little funny scene. Well, there'll be everything. There'll be some romance, some action, some comedy. Like I said, like I'll have like a Tribble scene with the guinea pigs with Gigi. Definitely some romance with my wife, with Lizzie. I mean, obviously, if possible, I would get Elizabeth Olsen to play herself, to play my wife. She might be busy. She might be shooting, some sort of project. She might have that in the works. I can't say too much about that. Don't want to spoil anything. But yeah, if she were not, if God forbid she got sick or something, who would be acceptable substitute to play my wife? Let me think about that. There's Natalie Dormer. Let's see. We'll see what she's up to. Ariana Grande will definitely provide the vocals. She will provide the soundtrack. She will not play my wife though, because that would get a little confusing since she's doing the soundtrack. I think modestly, we would need to pick someone that matches me in every way, physically, emotionally, and intellectually, etc. Acting wise. I'm gonna say modestly. I think the only woman for the job would be Sydney Sweeney. We're gonna have to get Sydney Sweeney to play my wife in the new movie, to have our big romance scene and everything. It'll be very necessary. We'll have lots of we'll have like 25 different romantic scenes together. Yeah, it'll be very necessary for the plot. 25 love scenes. What I mean, she's one of the biggest actresses in Hollywood. I feel like she's always like making a movie. Like, isn't she like always making a movie? There was like a 5-month period where she just had a new movie out after month after month. She had a new movie. The Housemaid came out in December, and that's blowing up. That's still blowing up. That's still doing very well in the theater. Good for Sydney. Good for Amanda. And I think the next one is Devil Wears Prada 2. She's going to be in that. That comes out later this year. But after that, she might have a little opening in her schedule, perhaps. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, she is still one of the biggest actresses in Hollywood. She's very popular. She probably commands a huge salary. You remember how in like with Red One, The Rock's salary was like a quarter or a fifth of the movie's budget. Like, I feel like this is going to be a similar situation where it's like we want Sydney in the movie. Like, that's like non-negotiable. But she's gonna want like $500,000, or she's gonna want like $1 million. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Like whatever she wants, like give her what she wants. She wants $1 million, like, even though that's like the whole budget. So now we won't be able to really have any special effects or anything, because we put all the budget towards getting Sydney Sweeney to film these love scenes with me. That's fine. I'm willing to make that sacrifice. Okay, for the movie. I'm so modest. I'm willing to make that sacrifice to have Sydney Sweeney as my wife in this movie. Yeah, full integrity. Just it's always for the art. I have to suffer for the art. I will suffer. I will suffer through all of those romantic scenes with Sydney Sweeney for the sake of the SlenderBoy movie. We'll have to cut down on all of the action scenes, all the pyrotechnics. We won't be able to do Pyramidas, or maybe we'll just like use like one of the toys from the 90s. We'll just like get one of the toys and we'll just like kind of roll it around, and I'll be like doing a voiceover. I'll be like, yeah, I'm inside there, fam. Ooh, Pyramidas, woo, We'll get like the local kindergarten to design the costumes for like the monsters and stuff. Yeah, it'll be more of like a play than anything else. Really, it'll have like a play's budget, because we've now donated $1.3 million to Sydney Sweeney's salary to get her to appear in the film for 5 seconds. But yeah, I mean, again, I have a lot of people in my inner circle that amateur actors and whatnot that can fill in the extras roles and everything. I think it already sounds pretty good. Guys, let me know if you have any ideas for the SlenderBoy movie. There's plenty of time to edit the script and everything, because like I said, it'll take me at least 10 years to get this made, to get the budget and everything. So by that time, who knows if YouTube will even be around anymore, if you guys will even remember me. So but yeah, that's it. Just want to get some of my thoughts down. Still in the pre-production stage of the movie. So yeah.